Hey everybody. Oh, clearing. Okay, let's do a new kind of reading for the divine masculines. But first off, I'm just going to pull some cards and see what is the general energy affecting the collective on this lunar eclipse. What can we see? Oh, something already. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Bam. Wow, that just coming out by itself. That is amazing. Big picture. I'm really taking to the eagle right there. And this progression of feminine energy, like doing a dance, like, yeah, feminines, I'm hearing your hard work is paying off. Transmutation, seeing the big picture, loving fearlessly. Masculines, you're starting to see how sincere your feminine is. Let's have a look at more how this Wheel of Fortune is affecting the feminines at this time. Okay, so I know there's a masculine on this card, but feminine here, feminine energy, you've been, closed off about the love trying to come to you. It might have had to do with feeling like you were an option, not feeling worthy, third party energy here going on, and not seeing what's been presented to you. You may have interpreted things as breadcrumbs, but you're going to start seeing glimmers, hope, delightful opportunities, new perspectives. It's like the divine timing is opening your eyes to seeing what's been trying to come to you all along that you've been outside of the awareness of, because you haven't been seeing the big picture. Sometimes we want to be hit on the head with a 2x4 and have it presented on a silver platter, but this is saying, feminines, you've been getting so much love towards you all the way along, but you haven't been seeing it. You haven't been open to it because you've been focused on things that weren't offering you anything. So you've been feeling like there was a drought, a scarcity, but it was an illusion. Divine timing is going to make it really obvious for you in the near future. So get ready to be pleasantly surprised by something. And what can we see for the masculines? Wow. So we literally got the transformation energy falling on this card for the feminines about seeing love offers coming out of nowhere that you were not receptive to. Maybe your love language did not include the style or the carrier for how those were showing up. There's a transformation here. So the masculines are going through a transformation as well. What I'm getting there is the masculines have also been trying to give you things, gestures, get through to you, prove their love, show their love, share their love with you, and you've been missing it because you've been wanting it to be in an emotional, romantic way possibly, but they've been trying to gesture in other ways that were of higher love, of a more friendly nature, a more sincere nature, a more practical nature, not so emotionally charged, but more essential or necessary. So that's really interesting. But the masculines are transforming the way that they've also been attempting to create stability and structure in the connections. So they're starting to see new, more emotional ways of showing up. There's a transformation where feminines, you're becoming more open to ways outside of your familiarity that love can come. Masculines are starting to feel safe enough to express on a more emotional level. And we got the Wheel of Fortune in the inverse. So there's a transformation about, the unhappiness, the lack of receptivity about the feminines here. The masculines have also thought that you didn't want them or weren't receptive to them. If you've been missing some of their advances, feminines, they also felt rejected when you least suspected it. And so divine timing is coming in for the masculines, but not quite yet, showing them new ways to interact and find success with their counterpart. Interesting energy. Okay, let's look at a bunch of things for the masculines. So first off, we're going to get, how are the masculines consciously looking at these connections right now? So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the collective that joins me here. What can we see for the masculines at this time? What are they conscious of regarding the connections? Ooh, taking a neutral approach about coming forward, getting out of their heads about the Empress, about their abundance, about the feminine, neutral energy. So they're no longer just feeling held back. They're wanting to come towards their highest timelines. They're starting to see, so maybe some financial progress happening. Whatever they've been telling themselves that was a misconception or holding them back, it seems to be clearing and moving. It's like they are transmuting that energy. So consciously, yeah, the masculines, it's not so separate from them anymore. What can we see subconsciously that's affecting the masculine? So this is really, they are aware of a runway, an opportunity, the vibe of the whole scenario. They're starting to feel that give way, lighten, come into view. Okay, subconsciously, what are the masculines experiencing? The Hierophant. So subconsciously, they're getting spiritual downloads. They can't shake this connection. The Hierophant here in the internal, it's like without being able to put their finger on it, they are feeling divinely guided. They feel like certain synchronicities and things just click. You know, I think before we are fully in ownership of our spiritual aspects, we get kind of wooed by signs and synchronicities until we start accepting those things as the true reality. It becomes, it's kind of jarring to the psyche. We think we're crazy when we start experiencing that stuff. And it is because our subconscious is already working on manifesting behind the scenes. And so we get these seemingly external signs and synchronicities. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here for the masculines, is that because this is on the subconscious where they're already wanting love and desiring progress and wanting to see this manifestation of their abundance and these unions coming in, they still feel like they're at this crossroads of freeing themselves, but subconsciously they're already getting this energetic backing where they might start questioning if they're lucky, or wow, that just worked out, or the timing of such and such just fell into place, or what a coincidence that my feminine messaged me right then with that thing. They're starting to be tipped off energetically to things that are more energetic and spiritually based. It's like hidden in plain sight. If they are so inclined to pause and smell the roses, they will actually get more conscious understanding of this readiness. But it's like full-fledged, full force internally right now, subconsciously. The floodgates of their subconscious is open for progress, open for abundance. They just haven't consciously fully moved into that energy alignment yet. Okay, let's have a look at what the masculine's ancestors or generational patterns, how those are influencing the masculines at this time. Let's do both. Let's get a message from the ancestors. Okay, bravery. So a lot of the things that the masculines are confronting internally, the Seven of Wands has to do with standing up for oneself regarding other people and opinions, popular opinion, but we're talking about ancestry here. So it could be family paradigms, family code of conduct, religious attitudes. That doesn't mean like in religion, that just means things that families adhere to religiously, like they moralize or feel that people are not valid if they do not also subscribe to those things. There might be those kind of barriers to the masculine's own progress, but the ancestors are saying here that that resistance is pointing humanity in the right direction. It's pointing the masculines in the right direction. What can we see from the generational influences, the generational overcoming, the curses? Hey, the Chariot. So there's something about forward movement that is on pause right now while the masculines understand the lessons on the home front. So many masculines are living at home with their parents, with their mothers, specifically at this time of healing, with the divine feminine healing on the planet. The masculines are restructuring those generational transference. And so, yeah, there's something to do with generationally not being able to move forward just yet because the balance hasn't been struck. The Chariot often has a yin-yang energy, two sphinxes, light and dark that need to be in unison, the conscious and the shadow, the subconscious. So we're seeing here the subconscious and the conscious mind coming into more of an alignment. And that's also not just with energetics, it's also with the family paradigms and belief structures, the things that are life-affirming, beneficial, and the things that are obsolete, outdated, that the masculines don't need to focus on anymore. They haven't quite consciously seen those. They still have to carve out their own say in the matter, their own backing, their own progress. Frank Zappa, without deviation from the norm, there is no progress. So the masculines are those, you are those generational curse breakers, masculines, where, you know, if your family doesn't approve of certain things, namely this love with your feminine, you were born into a world that you don't belong because you're here to change it. So if that oppressive belief does not support the love that you know is available in your connection, you are here to challenge that norm, to stand up for that love, to fight for your connection. And when you get that empowerment, it will be easy for you to move forward in the name of love, in the true love that you know is here. But let's see, karmically speaking, how come this family pattern that's holding back the masculines, whatever it is that they've been generationally influenced by, it's connected also with their karma. So typically we get a lot of imprinting below age 7, and then we have karmic situations and we act out on that imprinting into young adulthood, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So let's see that ripple effect of the karma that's connected with the family patterns. How are the masculines consciously navigating their karma? Two of Swords, Lord of Peace restored. Okay, to each their own, I heard. So typically in the Two of Swords, we've got opposing beliefs, paradigms that are, you know, making a blockage or presenting a crossroads. We have to choose a camp. Usually there's someone with a blindfold dropping deep within their own heart to not choose this way or that, but their own truth. And so karmically speaking, the masculines are wanting to restore their peace. They're no longer wanting to prove that they're right, to, you know, convince the crazy karmic energy that it's out to lunch, or like not clear-minded or love-based. Those two things specifically. So the masculines are realizing that their peace is connected with love-based things, truthful things, and karmic energy is never, it's always illusion. It's always less than love. And it's because it's there to teach us the contrast, the knowledge of good and evil. So the masculines are very much looking at the hamster wheel of illusion with karma and saying, I choose my peace, I choose me, I choose to come back into my center. So this is a conscious thing. The masculines are releasing karma in the name of their peace. And yeah, I feel like it's a situation where the masculines are going to tackle that, and then it's going to be traced back to the roots with the underage 7 stuff, and then generationally it's like a rewind on the soul level here, going back to source, going back to the Hierophant, going back to this energetic understanding, and ultimately that is what is freeing them towards their abundance, towards allowing their success and allowing success in love. What are we seeing is energetically happening? Oh, there's a mystery card. What was it? Oh, the Chariot in the upright. So that's so fun. A card just sort of materialized under this next pile, and it happened to be the Chariot in the upright. So just those messages, that's such a beautiful confirmation that just in the span of those messages, the progress is happening so that the masculines can move forward. Lord of the triumph of light. So consciousness, light, understanding, clarity is coming in for the masculines. What is the energetic motion that's happening on this eclipse? Peace, healing, gentleness, non-judgment. That to each their own kind of thing, and that the masculine shoes are for them to fill alone, and that it's not, carrying the karma and the preferences and the opinions of others, not even our family, not even our counterpart, like we're meant to align with somebody that's already in alignment with us. We're not meant to have to coddle them or teach them, or we're meant to come into our own and then find somebody that's compatible for who we've become when we know ourselves so well. And so that is a deep, deep release of everything, of the karmic partners, of the karmic situations, of the family paradigms. And it's about non-judgment. It's really about letting go of scarcity and saying we don't have to make everything work. We don't have to force it all to work. We can just become healthy and then align with other things that are healthy, or love at a distance, or love unconditionally, but not enmesh with the things that are not compatible or in alignment with who we are and our peace or lack of our peace. We don't have to rock our own boat. We don't have to subject ourselves. That's not love. Love does not mean losing ourselves for anybody. And so this is the gentleness coming in. It's Arcturian Stargate. Peace, healing, gentleness, non-judgment, Lord of peace restored, Lord of triumph of the light. So the masculines are realizing they don't have to put themselves in harm's way anymore. Okay, emotionally, what are the masculines feeling about these connections, about their divine counterpart? Where are the feels at, masculines, for your divine feminine? Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That fell right on the bravery card, the challenging card, advocating for their deeper knowing, standing up against the imagined or real circumstances that family imprinting has generationally or in this lifetime put in motion. And so, yeah, masculines are realizing they don't have to keep trying to appease things that are broken paradigms or not love-filled, that they are becoming these specialists in themselves and that they are allowing themselves to go forward. And then we get loneliness and honesty. Before I read the messages, I'm getting that the masculines are feeling so lonely, and they're like, why should I not go towards my feminine, just because I'm afraid of rocking the boat with other people, but my boat is sinking. Masculines, yes. Yes, so I know that I'm never alone, and I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So two things. They know, divine feminines, that you have been there on the soul level with them in alignment. And yeah, they can't rely on anybody else's opinions. They need to be honest with themselves about where their happiness is and what they're now ready to go towards here, which is the Empress. We already got that. And this abundant life that is available when the masculines jump onto their highest timelines. Yeah, so beautiful. They also, I got a side message there that feminines, because you have represented yourself so crystal clear to your masculine, even in the face of their adversity towards you in this connection, their skepticism, their distance, their, pulling back their energy, you have remained true. You have remained honest and full of integrity, compassion, humility. And you have not just bought into their fear and made yourself scarce in every way. You have not betrayed or let them down or disappeared for good. You're still invested in this, and the masculines are really taking notes from that tenacity of the feminine. The unconditional love that does not take it personally, that is patient, that doesn't keep a record of wrongs, that is kind. that is fair. What can we see that the feminines need to see about the masculines at this time and where they are at? What is the most important? Overcoming the devil and Princess of Swords, curiosity, keeping an open mind. Change is afoot. We saw the card of change, and this is saying that the masculines are no longer bound to those material realm assumptions about life and love and what success is and what the American dream is. And so this is saying, stay open, look for it, wait, watch for it, feminines, look. Keep your eyes open to this new empowered energy coming in. Okay, what is the instruction for the feminines? Page of Wands. So seek guidance on legal matters, on different accounting matters. This transformation is still going, but don't just focus on your counterpart. This is you still taking care of business on your side of the energy, continuing to stay the course. Focus on yourself right now. Take care of business. Okay, one last card. What can we see for the collective? Prayer. Ask for help. Yeah, exactly. We just got the prayer card. Practice authentic prayer. Connect with angelic realms. Trust in a benevolent universe. Notice subtle confirmations and have faith. So yeah, just stay the course, everybody. This is the energetic heavy lifting, but it's coming into that clearing, the non-judgment, where everybody is really taking accountability for their own karma, their own situations, their own flow. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.